The incident you saw occurred on September 5th in a hot pot restaurant in Bozhou City, Anhui Province. After finishing their meal, a customer threw a lighter into the pot before leaving, causing an explosion. When the waitress entered the private room to clean up, she was shocked by the scene. The room was in disarray. Hot pot broth and oil had splattered everywhere on the tables, chairs, floor, sofa, and walls. Even the ceiling and the wall murals were affected. The restaurant owner mentioned that the mural was custom made for thousands of yuan, and that cleaning it up would be extremely difficult, lamenting the lack of manners from the customers. Despite the trouble caused, the owner decided not to escalate the matter. He chose not to call the police, reasoning that although cleaning would be troublesome, there were no injuries, and he didn't want to risk retaliation. Some netizens commented, when I was a teenager, I worked as a waitress at a restaurant in Shenzhen City. A few Japanese customers would often come to eat and drink. They always drank a lot, but there was never any trash or cigarette butts under the table. The table itself was always clean, but when we Chinese drink and eat, it's often a complete mess. Don't flame me. I'm just speaking the truth. I'm not praising the Japanese or putting down the Chinese. Another said, I work in hotel accommodation, especially with online bookings. When you encounter these kinds of people, it's really frustrating. You can't say anything and you don't make a single cent, yet they still leave a bad review. They wipe everything with towels and even splatter instant noodle oils on the wall. One netizen pointed out, education may have generally improved, but manners are not something everyone has. In a similar incident, another woman found herself in trouble for playing with a lighter. On the evening of September 6th, a female passenger posted a video from the cabin on a social media platform, proudly showcasing her nth time bringing a lighter onto a plane. The video, which was geotagged at Chengdu Tianfu International Airport, showed the passenger sitting next to the window. She lowered the seatback tray, took out a lighter from her small handbag, and lit it. Through the window, the airplane wing and the airport's night view were visible. Following this, the Chengdu Airport Police Department issued a statement saying after investigation, it was found that Miss, 34 years old, was aboard an international flight from Singapore to Chengdu on September 6th, 2025, during the flight to gain attention and attract traffic. He lit the lighter she carried and filmed the video. After landing, she edited the video and added a caption indicating the location as Chengdu Tianfu International Airport before posting it on social media. She has since been taken under administrative detention. As we know, lighters are forbidden items that threaten the safety of airplane operations and cannot be brought onto planes. Lighters are flammable and explosive items if hidden in a bag and brought aboard. This constitutes a violation of the law by smuggling fire onto the aircraft. The problem here is why behavior that ordinary people will avoid can become a source of pride for some individuals. The reason such people flaunt their disregard for public rail is the lack of the ability to discern right from wrong, and they often don't even realize their actions are wrong. To them, doing what others dare not or are unwilling to do is a form of skill and superiority. They see challenging societal boundaries as being differ and even treating it as something worth boasting about. This behavior highlights the moral awareness level among the public in China, shaped by the Chinese Communist Party's cultural indoctrination. Here is a video taken on September 7th, 2025, showing an incident at a Sam's Club in Wuhan City. In the video, an elderly woman brought her own large beverage bottle and filled it with free refill drinks from the drink machine. A staff member noticed this and approached her, trying to stop her from taking advantage of the free refills. However, the woman completely ignored the staff member and continued filling her large bottle until it was full. A customer present at the scene filmed the incident and posted it online, which sparked widespread discussions. Many netizens jokingly commented, "Didn't they say refills are free? There's no rule about the size of the cup." One added, "This bucket is probably the largest one the elderly woman could find at home. If she could find a 180-liter bucket, she would have brought that instead." Another remarked, "There are many people who love to take advantage of small freebies like this." One netizen pointed out, all women and men become full of energy when it's time to grab eggs or snatch a bargain. Another commented, am I the only one who feels embarrassed by this? More netizens expressed concern, stating that if similar situations happen frequently, the final result will be that businesses will cancel the free refills and no one will be able to get it anymore. According to reports, Sam's Club offers unlimited free refills for iced beverages at its cafe. After purchasing a designated beverage, customers can refill it as many times as they like on the same day. On the morning of September 8th, the store staff responded to the incident, saying, indeed, some customers have been excessively taking self-serve drinks, but we have not received any notice of canceling the free refill service. We will regulate and improve the relevant services. In mainland China, it is not uncommon for incidents like this. There have even been reports of a middle-aged woman using donated bottled water intended for sanitation workers to wash her feet. Please watch the videos. The video was shot on July 20th during the scorching summer in Yueyang City, Hunan Province. On hot days, a local barbecue shop remains closed due to the high daytime temperatures, only opening at night when it cools down. The kind-hearted shop owner, understanding that many street vendors closed during the heat to avoid the sun, decided to make life easier for sanitation workers by providing them with access tea, free bottled water. The owner personally bought a refrigerator and bottled water, placing them on the street corner for free use by sanitation workers and passersby in need. However, the owner did not anticipate that the loving water would be used by a middle-aged woman, accompanied by 2 children, to wash her feet. What was more shocking was that she performed this disgraceful act right in front of the children, completely ignoring the impact it might have on them. Interestingly, as the woman finished washing her feet and prepared to leave, she slipped and fell. This scene led many netizens to comment karma came quickly. Some netizens mocked, saying the old lady still has manners. She didn't forget kneeling to thank before leaving. That's what we call immediate karma. Too bad she didn't fall hard enough to stay down. Karma comes swiftly. It's important to do more good deeds. While some people may take advantage of others, these aunties are unwittingly bringing profit opportunities to universities in China. Nowadays, students on campuses across China are being charged for various services through QR codes. The reason is also related to these aunties coming to schools frequently to take advantage of free water. The video caption says tuition is 15,800 yen, charges for drinking water, air conditioning, accommodation, hair dryers, washing machine, practice papers. This is a high-tech campus with blood-sucking machines. Every minute and second is about money. The principal is obsessed with money. And the students are no longer just students, they are crops to be harvested. Cash cows, treasure chests, children of fortune. As soon as the gate is closed, the principal starts counting money. Every student is an ATM for the principal, and the money flows into the principal's wallet. Taking parents' hard-earned money, the fee for using the hair dryer is 1 per use. Are all schools in the country like this? An insider pointed out in the past, some schools in China tried providing free hot water. However, nearly all of the schools that offered free hot water faced the same outcome: massive waste of water resources. The reasons were twofold. Many students either didn't turn off the faucets or didn't close them properly. Additionally, staff and cafeteria workers would use the school's free hot water for showers. Some even used it to wash clothes or large household items. When people saw chances to get something free, they quickly followed suit, leading to the misuse of water resources and placing an unbearable burden on the school. After the Cultural Revolution in China, people came to believe that if something was public, it was free to use without any regard for its preservation or protection. Public resources were seen as something that could be used carelessly, as they weren't paid for out of their own pockets. As a result, the school had to change all water systems to require a student card or a special campus consumption card to access water. After replacing the equipment, the system would cut off power automatically once the card was removed from the slot. Regardless of whether the faucet was turned off tightly, with this change, the school discovered it could make a significant profit by monopolizing the services and to pay for use. Students now had to pay to use the water system, washing machine, air conditioner, and even hair dryers. In today's China, it's difficult to see the morality and kindness in people. Those around us are either calculating or indifferent. Even the kind-hearted individuals in China are hesitant to treat society or others with kindness and goodwill. Under the Chinese Communist Party's brainwashing education, the idea of doing whatever it takes to achieve a goal has become a widely accepted behavior in the minds of Chinese people. With the CCP's atheism, people do not believe in karma or retribution for good and evil. They disregard the gains and losses of others, focusing only on their own interest, taking advantage of loopholes and seizing opportunities to benefit themselves has become a normalized behavior in China. Let's watch a video of a truly remarkable incident. In the video, an elderly woman riding an electric bike refuses to go to the nearby intersection. Instead, she chooses to knock down the barrier between the motorized and non-motorized lanes and crosses the street, forcing her way through the busy motor vehicle lane. This behavior not only puts her at risk in the fast-moving traffic, but also interferes with the normal flow of other vehicles. At this point, we can't help but feel anxious for her. If an accident were to occur, the consequences could be disastrous. In the comment section, one netizen sarcastically remarked, "Battling against the heavens and earth, not afraid of difficulties, daring to think and act, this should be promoted." Another pointed out sharply that this behavior has ideological roots. If there is no road, create one displaying the pioneering spirit of the revolutionary predecessors. A more clear-headed netizen commented, "The seeds planted by the Chinese Communist Party are now starting to bear fruit everywhere." Another said, a representative of an era, "Her generation was poor and unruly, always dreaming of privileges." It seems that netizens are increasingly able to see the essence of problems through the actions of these elderly people. In modern society, public morality is an important reflection of social civilization. It refers to an individual's awareness and behavior of consciously following rules, respecting others' rights, and maintaining order in public life. The level of public morality in a society directly affects the order and harmony of social development. For example, acts such as showing civility and courtesy, following traffic rules, and caring for public facilities, although seemingly small, can reduce conflicts, improve efficiency, and enhance social cohesion. While economic and technological developments are important, a lack of public morality will lead to a decline in social trust, a waste of public resources, and hinder the improvement of civilization. In contrast, when public morality is deeply ingrained in society, the social order becomes stable and orderly, and the country's international image and soft power will be significantly enhanced. Therefore, public morality is not only a reflection of personal cultivation, but also the cornerstone of social progress and national civilization. Culture is the soul of a nation, and the history of a nation's civilization is essentially the history of its cultural development. The essence of Chinese traditional culture has been passed down through generations. Before the rise of the Chinese Communist Party, karma was a common understanding in Chinese society. Do not do unto others what you do not want done to yourself was regarded as a basic virtue. Loyalty, filial piety, integrity, and righteousness were the standards by which one lived. Benevolence, righteousness, propriety, wisdom, and trust formed the moral foundation of individuals and society. Under these principles, Chinese culture embodies virtues such as sincerity, kindness, harmony, and tolerance. Traditional Chinese culture pursues harmony between heaven and humanity, emphasizes personal cultivation, and is rooted in the philosophical practices of Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. It fosters tolerance, development, moral integrity, and righteous belief. In Chinese history, the Tang Dynasty, when traditional culture reached its peak, was also the period when China's national strength was at its zenith. Its science also led the world. At that time, people from Europe the Middle East, Japan, and other regions all went to Chang'an, China's capital, to learn. Surrounding countries regarded China as their suzerain, with numerous foreign envoys paying tribute. As Confucius said, if distant people do not submit, then cultivate your culture, and virtue will bring them in. Since the Chinese Communist Party took power in 1949, it has relentlessly worked to destroy Chinese traditional culture. From its founding to the present, the Chinese Communist Party's revolution against Chinese culture has never stopped, and it has indeed attempted to completely revolutionize the culture of China. What is even worse is that the Chinese Communist Party has used deceptive tactics to undermine traditional culture, distorting historical truth and supporting bad behavior during the Cultural Revolution in the name of destroying the four olds. This has resulted in devastating consequences for China. Not only have people been forcefully indoctrinated with the party's harmful ideologies, but more importantly, they have lost their moral direction, facing an even more uncertain and troubling future